What's up guys, Classy Ham here for Halo Prime, and today I'm going to bring you something a little bit different. Now, I'm sure I've probably put some sort of clickbaity title on this video like Classic Halo has returned, or Halo 3 in Halo 5's engine, or something silly like that. But what it basically is a bunch of game modes that are created to replicate the feel of classic Halo. Now, I know people have done this in the past, but most of them have required Forge maps to scale to the original Halo, whereas this one, while not being a completely faithful recreation, because we can't change bullet spread, we can't change bullet magnetism, we can't change aim assist, that sort of thing, those are all hard-coded, they are about as close as classic multiplayer gets, on maps that are built for sprint and things like that. You don't have to use Forge maps. We played some games on regular maps. I mean, the gameplay you should be seeing now is on the rig. And it was fun as hell. Like, I'm not a big fan of Halo 5. I haven't played it in a very long time, since well before Christmas. But I actually enjoyed this. Now, a YouTuber, Rony Boney, was the one that got me playing this. And we had a lobby with people, and we had fun. And the game modes just work. We tried some forged classic maps, we tried Halo 5 maps, we tried Haven, we tried the rig, we tried Fathom, and a bunch of other maps as well. Now, while it does, in my opinion, feel a lot better on the Forge maps, because the Forge maps are designed specifically for the game types, it's still fun as hell to play, even on default 343 Halo 5 maps. Now, they do have some weapons tweaked around, they do have some slight tweaks to make them fit the game modes, but all in all, they're incredibly fun, and if, like me, you much prefer the classic Halo experience, it's something I'd love to see 343 include in matchmaking once it's finished. Now, they're not perfect just yet, they're still tweaking starting weapons and things. We had one with the Halo CE Magnum that really wasn't that fun, because the time to kill with that weapon is way too low. Strange coming from a person that plays Counter-Strike where the time to kill is pretty much instantaneous. But when we played with the Magnum, we played with the Halo 5 default Magnum, and then we played with the Silence Magnum. I think it's called the Tactical Magnum or something, I'm not quite sure. But those two were incredibly fun. And the gameplay you should be seeing in the background is Oddball, which I'm not sure whether somebody else has recreated Oddball in Halo 5 already, but this felt like Oddball. We played Team Oddball, which was great, five people aside. And it was incredibly fun. Like, I haven't played Oddball since the Master Chief Collection was about a month old. And it was a really fun experience. It was very nostalgic for me. Maybe I'm blinded by the nostalgia goggles here. I'll let you guys decide when you play the maps and game types yourselves. But for somebody who prefers classic Halo, it was a breath of fresh air for me. Sure, the weapons and things were still Halo 5 weapons, there's no escaping that. It's still hit scan, there's still crazy bullet magnetism and aim assist, which I wish I could turn off, by the way. I wish we could turn off aim assist, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I know the people that play with controllers wouldn't really appreciate that. Maybe have it as an actual player option? I don't know. But if Halo 5 or Halo 4 were your first Halo games and you've not really had a chance to experience classic Halo that much, I'd totally recommend giving it a go. And those who enjoy classic Halo will probably enjoy this as well. I mean, myself and a bunch of other people who are all Halo veterans really enjoyed the game types, and there were people actively saying that it was fun to play. And even though they need tweaking, a fair amount of tweaking most likely, they are, at their core, fun. And that's something that needs to be taken into account by more people making maps and game modes. If you can't nail the fun, then it's probably not going to be that enjoyable for people to play. There are reasons that things like Left 4 Dead back in Halo 3, for those who remember it, the silly Infection one on Foundry where you had the houses and it was super difficult. There was a reason it was fun, but also A lot of people disliked it because to them it wasn't fun. And the map didn't really strike a balance between fun and challenging, it was just stupidly difficult. Whereas these game modes, they feel more like something that would actually be part of Halo. And if there's anything to take away from this, I'll try and find a link to the maps and game modes. Like I said, they're not completely finished just yet. But as soon as Rony Boney gets them on his file share, I'll probably update the description for this and let everybody know. I may do a follow-up video. But once you can, I recommend trying it. Even if you have to reinstall Halo 5 again, just try it out. See what you think. Because I personally think this could be something that would be nice in matchmaking. A lot of the classic Halo fans who prefer skill jumps, crouch jumping, who don't like sprint, don't want armor abilities, that sort of thing, would probably play this a lot, because it is more traditional. It fits the classic Halo style really well, whilst not alienating half of the game's content. Like I said, you can play on 343 maps, you can play on Forge maps. Hell, if this gets big, I could see people making their own maps. But at the end of the day, it's just fun to play, and it's something I recommend everybody check out once they have the chance. What are your guys' thoughts on classic game modes and maps in Halo 5? Leave a comment down below, don't forget to leave a like and get subscribed. And remember, stay classy.